So a lot of people will see like a mess like this and a situation like this and convince themselves that they don't want to deal with rental properties. But believe me, at the end of the day, if you know, let me just give you one number to think about. I bought this house for $55,000. It's a middle class neighborhood. When I bought it, I got it for a really good price. I had to rehab it, of course, but I paid $55,000 for this house. This house now is worth $155,000. You know, a few years later. So I have gained $100,000 in equity just by buying this house and holding it for a while. And then all the time I've had this house, I had it rented out. And the time that I've had it rented out is paying all the expenses for the house. So, and now you have this disaster. I paid insurance, and the insurance kicked in and paid to handle this disaster. So, so for me, it's just business. So don't be afraid to do work, do business, and you know, take risks, but calculated risks, and get ahead. So that's what it's all about.
Motivation. That's right.
Welcome to Will Motivation. Holla.
That register's up in there. That register's up in there.
That sounds good.
You can see it smells a little bit.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Will Motivation with my brother D Moss right here.
What's poppin'?
We are at the Esoteric car show.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll start with the Porsches. They got the green stripe around the rim. It's all extra clean. Mine is dirty.
So tell me about the stripes you have on yours.
It's on the rim.
It's like a plastic looking.
It's on the rim. It's on the rim.
Is it? Oh, it's on the rim.
Yeah, it's on the rim.
Okay, it looks like it's on the tire. That's
yeah. Look at these green seat belts. I like them greens. Oh, he got the green in the seats as well. That's dope.
It's crispy.
And that's a RS. That's the race spec of the GT3.
That's why everything's all extra vintage.
Those brakes are carbon brakes, so they're supposed to be like, you know, top of the line.
Yeah.
So let's see. That's another RS right there.
Crispy.
That green though, that like acid green color,
yeah.
I like that.
On the black.
Yeah, that looks good.
That's like your old.
Oh, look at that. That's real similar spec. We got the Nardo looking gray.
It's a little bit different.
This is
the same color?
pretty much. It was flat though.
Yeah,
But
it's flat.
it's real similar to that though. And this is a newer one. That's like my red one. 4.0.
3 point something?
3.8.
3.8.
Yeah, the wrap one was a 3.8.
This is the dude I met. Is this
Will? Yeah, that's Will right there. He's actually a doctor.
Okay. You know what kind?
Nah. So this is okay, so this is a GT3. So this is what they call touring. It doesn't have the wing on the back.
Okay.
But it has, at speed, that thing comes out.
Yeah. What was that one that you saw? Remember that one you saw had the little fin on it? You was like, I've never seen a fin like that.
Oh,
Video?
oh, it was an older one, I think.
That was man. That look good on that silver with that blue.
That does look nice.
Yeah.
It looks like something you were seeing in some pictures.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what I drove in Atlanta.
Okay. you think these go for?
70 maybe.
That's not bad.
Probably something like that. My guess.
What's up, Will, man?
What's good?
Huge fan, man. I'm sorry, man. Huge fan,
How you good, man?
I didn't see you. Huge fan.
Oh, I
man.
appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
I
I've been with you
appreciate
since
you.
like 10K, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
You're from
It's
Columbus?
Crazy. No, I'm from Chicago, man.
Shout yourself out, bro.
What's up, man? It's Dewan. I'm so nervous, man. I can't miss my guy right here, man.
That's funny.
I don't get starstruck too often, but
That's funny, bro.
that's what I do. I can't even shout myself
Nah,
out.
I'm a regular. I'm as regular.
It's crazy, man. You
That's
see somebody
funny.
on there, and then you see him in person. It's
So
crazy.
you
I'm just
seen
telling
me
my
since
wife.
I had my Gallardo.
Yeah, man. I was one of the many that caught you, the my payment thing. I'm like, let me check this
Okay.
cat out, man.
So-
and then I came for the Gallardo. I stayed for the knowledge, of course. Then you did.
Cause you know I was in
Knowledge
Chicago to get the first.
was the first. Well, you got knowledge. Was it 1.0?
Yeah, I got that from.
That's right, because I
Perillo.
watched the
the live stream, yeah.
That's crazy. And then like Knowledge 2.0, then I saw the Goon Squad thing, blew my mind. I was like, that is absolutely
crazy,
nuts,
right?
man.
Freaky.
Nuts.
That blew
nuts,
my
nuts.
mind too.
That was. How did you even figure that out, man? Like, did you
I
get
just started putting it together because I sold mine in Florida, and then it was just a freaky chance. Because then I thought it was different.
Uh-huh.
Then I remembered I took the wheels off and put my wheels on this car, which is right there.
Okay.
And then so I was like, okay, so the wheels are different because I swapped them out.
Right.
Then I was like, well, the seats are different. But then when they started working on the seats,
Yeah.
they were the same. So I was like, wait a minute,
That's
man.
my car.
I gotta look and see. So I
Yeah.
went and looked it up, and it was
No,
sure enough.
what killed me, man, is when you were talking about the bumper thing, and everybody was like, "Oh, it can't be done. You
Killed
can't
me
get
too,
that."
man. They
Would you still have pulled the trigger on 2.0 if you had known that you could get it done?
No, I don't think so.
I've been wanting to ask him that forever.
Yeah,
Like,
I think I
I feel like it would get lost in the comment section. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I wonder if he could redo it if he did it all over.
Well, shout out to your social media.
On Instagram, you can follow me at therealrescogarage@gmail.com. At Gmail, I just did that with another guy. The Real Resco Garage. Instagram is the same thing. The Real Resco Garage. I was the subscriber that was talking to you about if you do a subscriber build, I want to help, man. I want in.
Oh,
big time.
recently did you just put
Yeah,
that? Okay,
man,
okay,
I'm
I
like,
saw that.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
I would
I
love
just
to
saw
help you
that.
with that, man.
Do you work on cars? Or?
Yeah, man.
Okay, let me
Yeah,
do
I do a
something.
little bit of flipping. I do a little bit of
Tell me
mechanical
your
stuff,
name
man.
again.
Dewan.
Dewan.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys probably gonna see Dewan again on the channel. I got donuts in my hand and everything. But nah, man, I appreciate you. Like,
It's
basically,
crazy, man.
I
It's
appreciate
crazy.
you.
I ain't never been stumbling when I meet another girl.
Hey, it's nice to meet you too.
To give you an update on some of the real estate projects I have going on. I got 4 different projects going on. I'm gonna run down the projects for you real quick, and we're gonna take a look at. We're gonna take a look at 3 of them today. All right. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Will Motivation. This is my YouTube channel where I do lots of videos talking about some of the more fun things in life, like owning exotic cars, travel, lifestyle type of content. But also, more importantly, I like to share how you actually are able to attain the nice cars, the nice cribs, that kind of thing. And so for me, I have done well in life in 2 major areas. One, entrepreneurship, and then 2, real estate, investing in real estate. So those are like my 2 main breadwinners. I have several businesses, and that's on the entrepreneurship side, and then I have quite a few real estate investment properties and projects going on. So like I said, I'm going to show you a couple of the projects that are going on now, so you guys can kind of get a feel for what I deal with, why I stay so busy. I do have help, and I have a team of employees that help me get things done, but I'm still a small company. I still manage a small company. It's not like I got thousands of people. So I still have to do a lot of the work, and I have to make sure things get done right, and that I know what's going on with my different projects. So so that's kind of me in a nutshell, what my channel is about. If this is your first time wandering onto one of my videos, right now I'm in my brand new Audi S3. I love this little car. It's a 4-door sedan. It's turbocharged, real fun. daily driver. So this is the car that I'm probably going to drive the most out of my fleet of vehicles. If you're curious, I also just picked up a Porsche 911 GT3, a Lamborghini Huracan, a Dodge Challenger Hellcat, and a new project car that I'm getting ready to release on the channel, which is a Mustang. Oh, look at this Ferrari right here. Man, I wish you guys could see it. But anyway, we're on our way to the first of the 4 projects I got going on. So what are the 4 projects? I have a new build house that I'm building. It's called Project Huracan. I have a condo that's a rental property that I had a tenant move out. I had tenants scheduled to move in, and the tenants that I had scheduled to move in sort of flaked out on me, so I'm just now getting it done anyway. So I gotta check to see if it's done, like if it's the rehab is done essentially. So those are the first 2 projects. Then I have a house that had a fire in the kitchen, so I had to do the rehab and fire restoration. So we're gonna go check out that house. And then I also had tenants, some long-term tenants, recently move out of a 4-bedroom house that I had, and I'm not going to be able to show you guys that one right now because I don't have the keys to it. But that's 4 properties, and you take all those 4, that's easily well over $4,000 a month, probably closer to $6,000 a month that is not coming in because of these properties. So we're at the first property right now. Let's go take a look. All right, so this is the condo right here. See what's going on in here. Concrete repairs. All right, so we got fresh carpet. Smells like new carpet in here. We painted all of the trim white again, so that's looking good. Cleaned up the flooring, that looks good. It's a little dark in here. Clean up the bathroom, looks good in here. There we go. Kitchen is pretty much good to go. Flooring looks good, got a little transition right here. Go downstairs real quick. So we got new carpet. Let's see here. Yeah, new carpet down here. So you guys can see it. Got that new vanity put in. Flooring. Let's go upstairs real quick and check everything out. New flooring. Looking good. There's another bathroom right here. There's 4 bathrooms in this little condo, which makes it kind of nice. So that's about it. So this one's about ready to go. I just got to get this couch out of here. Like I said, touch things up. Let's go check out the next one. Okay, so now we are going to property number 2, which is the house that had the fire damage. Work has begun on that one, and I just want to see how much progress they made. See how much progress has been made. I know it's not finished yet, but you guys can see it with me. This house had what they call a major fire in the kitchen. I'm glad it wasn't any worse, but yeah, it was major enough. So let's go check it out. Okay, so we just pulled up to the house that had the fire damage. Let's go inside and check it out. All right, so if you did not see the video where I showed a glimpse of the damage, the fire damage in this house, the repair amount, like for the insurance estimate, came out to be more than what I actually paid for the house. So the lesson of the day with this one is, if you own rental properties or you own your own house or anything, any property like that, always have insurance, because if I didn't have insurance, this will, all the repairs would have had to have come out of my pocket. But luckily my insurance covered it. So let's go see what's going on inside. All right, so first thing I noticed is it still smells like charred stuff in here. Still smells bad. But before,
The ceiling was ripped all the way out. They repaired that, put in new drywall on the ceiling. Looks like it's ready to paint, but man, it still smells like charcoal in here, so we got some work to do. They demoed the kitchen, as you can see, lots of demo materials. Cabinets, or we're going to be able to restore those cabinets, get them painted up. Had to check all the electrical, pull all the cabinets down and redo the drywall. So that is pretty much done. That looks good to me. It's like it's ready to go. Still gotta fix that back door. But the main thing, literally, believe it or not, is all this charcoal smell. Like we gotta, I'm gonna take that ceiling fan out, but we gotta clean all of the walls with some chemical. I probably will have find a company to do it, and then run some machines to get the smell out. There really was no damage back here. Just clean up, put all the carpet out. Got to put a window in. Fire department did that, and we're just gonna paint everything. It actually doesn't smell bad back here. It's mainly in that main area. So a lot of people will see like a mess like this and a situation like this and convince themselves that they don't want to deal with rental properties. But believe me, at the end of the day, if you know, let me just give you one number to think about. I bought this house for $55,000. It's a middle class neighborhood. When I bought it, I got it for a really good price. I had to rehab it, of course, but I paid $55,000 for this house. This house now is worth $155,000. You know, a few years later. So I have gained $100,000 in equity just by buying this house and holding it for a while. And then all the time I've had this house, I had it rented out. And the time that I've had it rented out is paying all the expenses for the house. So, and now you have this disaster. I paid insurance, and the insurance kicked in and paid to handle this disaster. So, so for me, it's just business. So don't be afraid to do work, do business, and you know, take risks, but calculated risks, and get ahead. There's the Audi S3 that I just picked up. Loving it so far. It's real good, classy daily driver. It's got like all the bells and whistles, and real nice interior as well. Check out the interior. It's my little office. All right, so that's the firehouse. Now the next house is my new build, where the most recent thing that I had done was insulation and final framing for the final framing and installation inspection. And once that inspection is done, the next inspection is not until the house is finished. So that's major. So I can just get in there and knock it out with no delays. So let's go check it out. All right, so we made it to Project Huracan, which this is my favorite house out of all of my rental properties, because it's a house that I actually designed with an architect, and I had to have it built from the ground up with a lot of help from a lot of different people. But I'm ultimately the one financing the whole thing and the one managing the whole thing. So let me show you guys the latest update. I'm sure this project has been going on for a long time, so if you've subscribed to the channel, you've probably seen some updates on this project. But yeah, this is the most progress so far. We got installation. We're almost ready for drywall. So let's go talk about it. There it is, Project Huracan. Let's go see what's going on with it. All right, here we go. Update on Project Huracan. So, something that I noticed when you come in the house is there was no light here before, so I just actually recently had them add this light so that in front of this closet there will be some light, and as soon as you open up the door, right? So added a light, put it in line with these other ones. They did a perfect job on that. It's my first time seeing the house since they added that. All of this insulation
they had to put in and get ready for inspection. Insulation everywhere. So now it feels comfortable in here and it's quiet in here. It doesn't echo or anything. Look at these major beams they had to put in, man. There's 4 structural beams right there sandwiched together. That's major work. Major framing they had to put in right here. You know, all this insulation, you know, all these supports going all the way down. Oh, look at all these supporting walls. That's going all the way to the basement with an extra footer in the basement to support all that. Look at all this insulation. You know, all the plumbing is done. But they had to they had to do all kind of little minor stuff to make sure the inspector was happy. So it is just about ready for drywall, but this is gonna be a nice house though. It's like open concept, you see here. Like, I'm gonna keep this house. Plus I know what's been done in this house. You know, everything is like structurally the way it's supposed to be. I had to pay all kinds of engineers and architects to make sure everything was right. And it's gonna be a really nice house when it's done. And like I said, I'm probably gonna keep this one for the long haul. Garage, they had to put some major structural stuff in the garage. If you haven't seen the basement, let me show you guys the basement real fast. It's kind of dark down there, so I'm gonna turn my little flashlight on. The whole entire basement now is insulated. Look, it's the bathroom. As soon as you come down to the steps, we're gonna have a sink right there. We're gonna have, no, I'm sorry, that's the toilet right there. Sink right there, shower right here. It's all insulated in here, so temperature is gonna be consistent. It's gonna be raw basement back in here with the mechanicals. Man, all of this support was done. There's major footer underneath there, like extra concrete to support the house. You know, all of this soffit stuff was put in, you know. They're gonna have to frame around that. Then I got electric coming in next, so that's gonna be some work, man. Got $3,000 worth of electric work still to button up all of this electric. So that's my next big expense. But you can see I got my duct work, my HVAC. So it's gonna be nice and warm or nice and cool down here. I got storage space underneath the steps. This is gonna be a really, really nice house. But at any rate, when this house is finished, I'm inviting you guys, whoever wants to come, you can come see this house when it's done. I'm gonna have an open house. I'm gonna bring the cars over here so you can check out the cars and the house at the same time. I'm gonna put the cars in the garage, light the garage up real good, and invite people over to celebrate. And this house is gonna be spectacular. And it's gonna be an example of the kind of work that I put my name on. So that was the update, man. And the motivational thing of the day that I wanna share with you guys is sign your work with excellence. So anything you put your name on, be responsible for it and make sure it's done right. So it's any work that you do and any work that you sign off on, be responsible for getting it done right. Don't cut corners, and then charge the right amount for your work, because people appreciate good work. And don't cut yourself, you know, short. So that's my thing of the day, man. And make sure you get insurance if you got a house. And I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Will Motivation. I got many more real estate videos on my channel, Real Estate 101, which you're probably watching right now. But also, I put some of my real estate content on Will Motivation channel, just so you guys can kind of see what's going on. So there it is, folks. My update on Project Huracan and the other couple projects I got going on. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Ask me some questions in the comment section. And yeah, so if you ever wonder how I'm able to pay for some of the toys that I have, it's because of all the investment I'm doing in these projects. Like, so to give you the quick numbers on this house, my initial plan was to build this house for about $140,000 and then sell it for $190,000 or rent it out, make it a rental property, because I bought the land initially and I was just sitting on the land. Then the house got more and more expensive. I'm above 140,000 at this point. I'm probably more like 160,000. And so it kind of looked like a bad scenario because you know, all the money that I've wasted having to fix things that my first contractor fixed and that kind of thing. But in the meantime, the value of the property in this area has been going up. So my original projection of this house being worth about 190,000, now this house, in the 2-year period that I built this house, now the house is probably worth somewhere around $325,000. Hey, I just wanted to say thanks for watching today's video. There's a lot more to come. Hit that like button for me and subscribe to my channel. A lot of you guys have been asking me about when is my online course going to be ready. Well, I have good news for you. My online course is completed. I'll put a link in the description of this video where you can click on that link and get a 40% discount off the course. That'll be for the first 50 students. So if you're ready to take the online course that I've basically laid out everything that I know about how to invest in real estate, click the link below or just go to www.willmotivation.com/invest. And thank you guys for taking the time out to watch today's video. Hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.